da bang. Coach Minzy. Best round here. Remember that.
All right, people, welcome back to the show. Thank you very much for tuning in. Another episode of the coach's desk. You know what I mean? Weekend triple treat. Yeah. Trusting that everybody is doing well. Everybody is doing all right. You know, really. Mm, Based on what is happening, people, the thing no look good at all. You understand? It no look good at all. And as you can see in the title, Dennis Chung out. That's what some sections of the organization members are saying. The Reggae Girlz clap back with that letter, you see, and it totally give us a different purview of what really transpired. Yeah, a different thing we are seeing now. And that's why people, the Friday night video was titled Who? And I think so we don't know what going. Mm-hmm. That's why I titled the videos of Friday night, people. GFF exposed. You understand? And we're not rejoicing because to me, I want to see this thing resolved. I want to see some arbitration take place. I want to see some semblance of order going forward where football is concerned. This is bad. This is bad for our history making team. This is bad for our football in general. You get what I say? So big up to all the people and big up the Facebook massive in the building. Big up to all my viewers and my subscribers. Like the video, share the content, subscribe to the channel if you're new so that you can become a part of the Coach's Desk family. So people may have a video for share to. Not really a video still. Me I got play the audio. You understand? Me couldn't know what going on with Mr. Chung. Mr. Dennis Chung is under fire. Mr. Dennis Chung is not safe. You know, it's about few months ago. I did a video stating this very thing, and it come back. It come back, people. It come back. Mr. Chung under pressure, Mr. Chung under fire because of the whole operation of what is taking place in the Jamaica Football Federation. And somebody needs to intervene. We hear say government can't intervene in a football matters, but trust me, it no look good. It no look good. Yeah, you understand? It cannot be people have this Jamaica Football Federation who's supposed to be serving the country, serving the nation. I make it thing around some man. It not right. It cannot be right. Listen, that shows me that these people are not too concerned about what they can offer the football in whatever capacity, but what they can do. So, Mr. Rudolph Speed, you came on the show and we asked you some question, and it seems as if we had clarity. But now with the revelation of this letter, Mr. Speed, I don't know if you will come back still. But me just make you know, how do we fix this? We want it to be fixed, Mr. Dennis Chung. People, like up the live, no man. Let me drop the audio. Like up the live, no man. Like up the live. This thing is being broadcasted right across the world. And it's not a good look for the football. Reggae Girlz back to back World Cup qualification, you know. And this is what it all comes down to. This is what it all boils down to. No, it no look good, man. It no look good. You understand? It no look good. People might say, well, are we are put it back in the public, are we at the sour? This is what we do. This is what we talk about. If good is happening, we're going to talk about it. If these issues are happening, we're going to talk about it. And my stance is that some mediation should take place. These ladies have served, and I see something happen to Lord Donaldson, irrespective. Now, the first course of action is to suspend. That cannot be the first course of action, Jamaica Football Federation. It should not be the first course of action. You call me to a meeting and me no go. And you're going to suspend me, and yet still you want to talk. Find a way to get me to the meeting so we can iron out everything. You get what I say? It cannot be that at the course of action. Offense and how many discrepancy on your side. Chano Star. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, Mr. Coaches there.
Big up yourself, Greg.
How you doing, sir?
Me there, you know. Fierce,
You
big up
remember I
yourself.
was telling you about this man?
Which man?
Everywhere this man go, the one named D Chung. Everywhere he go, they run him out. You see it? Not long ago, I see it comes right back to haunt him right here again. That's all he travel with chaos. I tell you, they're gonna mess up. They're gonna mash up the Reggae Girlz. You know, see the underweight mashing it up. Come on, man. 2 times these girls go to a World Cup. Why are they treating them so bitter? Don't try to manangle the ladies. Not even like a 10 minutes. Boy, dark day in the woman football in Jamaica, man. Dark days.
That's why I want to shine some light on it now. And me don't want people get it wrong, you know, because Mr. Rob Smith posts a message. But my thing is that it has to be 2 wrongs cannot make a right. Me believe, sir,
Yeah, but
a 2 party them to come together and make the football thing solve.
Let me ask you a question.
Bad, but
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If you were working with me for a year and every paycheck come around, you don't get paid, what are you going home and tell your wife? One of the time you're gonna get angry.
No, but
you're gonna get angry.
Me have to go meet with you first. Me can't just me now go just cut so. Me now get my money.
Yeah, but
so me I go meet with
you.
Yeah,
but you come to me. Yeah, but you come to me and you give me this amount. And you not tell me, say, boy, you give me that amount. You say, you're going to pay me half, you know. That's your words, you know. You're going to pay you half. And you give me this amount, and then the rest of it, you know, give me just a bad me up. Remember, you know, it's my money where I already work for, you know. Right? You're gonna get angry because you're a human being and there's blood running your vein.
But me not say no yeah, of course you get angry, boss man. I mean I get angry. But at the same time,
yes,
it can be dealt with in a manner where it not blow up in the public like that. Me and you have to sit down to talk. No. So if you are gonna get angry upon me and you are gonna get angry in the meeting where we have. And if we cuss out each other, we cuss out each other.
I don't say no, but how much time they call on the girls? Every time the girls start, they call them down. You ever notice it?
And that
it's like
you're right.
It's a reoccurring thing, you know.
Yes, and you see, me I left that little nugget here too. to the Jamaica Football Federation. You see, dealing with females take a different psychological momentum than when you're dealing with men.
That is true.
You can't bad up him on them. But you see, when you come on to female, you have to be
can't bad up
gentle.
female.
You
Exactly.
have to be kind.
That's
You
my
have to be caring.
the
You see me,
principle.
I say? So the
It's
principle,
called
JFF,
principle.
hold on, Gregory. Let me finish talk.
Go ahead.
JFF have to learn the psychological principle there. You can't rush a woman them certain way. So even if them wrong and you feel like them going to public and disrespect you, call them to a meeting. And if them not reach a meeting, find a way to get them involved in a meeting. Not just start to blaze. Because you can't deal with female the same way you deal with a man, you know.
Exactly. All right. Look
when we can run with a man, you know. And tell a man saying if you go on about in business, you know.
True.
Me have to deal with a female a different way, psychologically.
Reality.
Yo. Leadership take a whole heap of things, you know.
All right.
You know, just take you being in a position, you know.
One more question I'm going to ask you.
Sure,
this 7 love where the Reggae Girlz get today. You know, see it's a reflection on the Football Federation.
I'm not looking at that mirror there, you know, so I'm not seeing a reflection, you know, honestly.
Nah, man. Cool no, coach, man. Let's no, man. Come down to the factual time, man. We are dealing with facts, man. We're not dealing with the hypocrisy. We are dealing with facts. Oh, can you pick a squad 4 days and just throw them out to the wilderness? No work. If you suspend half of the squad through ignorance, you think they're just going to play?
But you think the squad would have got the Panam game? I don't think all of them girls would have got Panam games.
No, but what I'm saying, if you suspend some and leave some, look, you're watching the match there. The girls didn't even play.
But just listen to me and say, no, even if the girl them never get suspended, they wouldn't have gone to the Panam games. I just that me I say. So we can't use Panam games.
I understand.
A different match this.
I understand, but look, if a team go to the World Cup 2 times and runner up at 16, they were 3 matches away from winning the World Cup and get whipping today. 7 love.
I know you see them
Come
girls.
on, coach. That's it.
I know you see them girls.
Exactly.
Me get what you say, but I know you see them girls.
Thank you. That's what I'm talking about.
Girl, people don't like up the stream, no, man.
Just because the man them have them ego, them a mash up the thing. What? Come out to them ego, man. Look at them ego and stand up and be man, and deal with the lady them like ladies, man. Oh God, man.
It take a different set of wiring in your brain for deal with female, you know.
That is true.
Some man not have that.
Me hear the man Mr. Speed for one program. I say, oh, what? These ladies? And then you have a little brother named Tracy. Come on, man. That little brother there is a flip-flopper. Him need to back up for the girls them back, brother. So what the girl them do him? They must eat him white for. Everything the man come out singing against the girls, man.
Yeah, but
everything.
Me not get a chance to listen to everybody in a virgin, so me can't comment on what Tracy said.
No, me listen to them, man. Because me as a man, I pay attention to this thing because I love Jamaica, not because I live in Jamaica, but I cheer for my country, you know.
Yeah.
You understand? Me I can chew and draw my vein. And the girls them do so good. Right? Every little controversy about the girl, the man here, the man jump and panic against the girl, them stand up. Come on, man. You can't deal with the lady them, let the lady them eat the white food.
Yeah, man, you can't deal with female a certain way, virgin. Me no agree with that.
No.
Are they well.
And then when I'm attack, you know, him not beat the JFF like how him beat the girl, you know. When I'm beat the girl, the this and the that. But when the people them sit him say, well, you know, take the female them forget pay. Yeah, man, them forget pay, but him go weird and I'm like him a FBI agent for the football federation. Come on, man. It'll make him look bad. I'm more than one time him do it. The ladies that have feelings. A lot of these girls that are calling no coach. Them have them college degree, you know. Them didn't have it. Them didn't have daddy, you know. It's just because them love the sports. So why don't I treat them like outcasts? Hmm? If these men in the federation, if any of them daughter was on the team, you think they would have treated them like this? You understand as a coach?
Yeah, man. But we are free up the line now still now because we have a
Yeah,
audio for
man.
play,
I
you know.
mean, yeah, man, make everybody get a chance, man. But the man and them feel loud, oh, man, them brother. That's all I have to say. Them to stop the yellow. Stop by the movement, them. All right, coach.
All right.
Good luck.
Anyways, me no work with luck still, you know, because luck has something run out. Anyways, people, AM Henry, we can't move on from a group right now. Me don't believe in that, you know. Me believe in arbitration. Me believe in mediation. If you do that and it don't work, fine. Sever the relationship. But no, these girls have served the country. We can't do that. Me no believe that. And me respect your opinion, but me just share mine. You understand? But here we go on now, people.
That the HR manager went to the meeting, but was asked to leave without an explanation. A board member was also brought in to chair the meeting. Chung admitted being at work on the day, but did not get an invitation.
There was a meeting, it was a staff meeting, but I know there was a meeting that happened, you know, in relation to, my understanding was in relation to the strategic meeting that we had at the board. I don't know about what transpired in the staff meeting, you know, so I wouldn't have any comment on that. I don't know what transpired in the staff meeting. And when I was here working,
It's understood that some staff members at the JFF want Chung out, but the General Secretary says he isn't aware of this development.
I have not heard anything to the contrary. I would expect that if there was an issue, that someone would talk to me. That's what happened in the organization side. Yeah. So, I mean, I just do what I think is in the best interest of the organization. To ensure that the organization is running and that the foundation is there.
With players and staff citing the non-payment of fees as among the reasons for making themselves unavailable for this FIFA window. Newly installed Reggae Girlz interim head coach Xavier Gilbert has confirmed that the JFF also owes him money. However, Gilbert says following discussions with the JFF hierarchy, he agreed to lead the Reggae Girlz team to face Panama on Wednesday and Guatemala on Sunday, October 29th.
Didn't pay your full amount.
No. But nevertheless, there's still, you know, some things that needs to be worked on. But it's more of a communication process than it's. I think that's where things fall off. But I still that they're trying to ensure that everything is. So that's it.
Gilbert was Lauren Donaldson's assistant at the recent FIFA World Cup, and they spoke about the relationship they share.
Fantastic, you know, good brother, a good mentor, good friend, very good friend. We share a very good working relationship, you know, and we hope to continue that way.
In the urban area,
So, on hear what go on there, so people they want Mr. Chung out, and Mr. Chung say he don't know about that. He don't know what go on. You understand? Hey man don't know what go on, but the people them want get out Mr. Chung. I think about 3-4 months ago I do a video like this, you know. So Mr. Chung under pressure, you know, they want to get him out, you know, but look like everything reeve. Them put a shock and resuscitate that mode of trying to get Mr. Chung out. Mr. Chung has been missing. Mr. Chung has been given information. And Mr. Speed has been given information. And both of those information seems to be night and day. Two different things. What is happening with football in Jamaica? What? And the next thing, no man, me not profess to be a prophet, you know. Me just said me did do a video about that long ago. And I see him thing come back again. But what me I say now, Mr. Raymond Anderson was on the program last night. Seeing? And I am here to report Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson, I know you're watching. Can you tell me you watch the show? But I'm here to report to you that the people them say you flop last night, Bridget. There was no cogency in your arguments last night. And if you are really going to be running for presidency of the organization, with the current state that football is in, and then you without cogency, the thing doom. Football gone to the puppies, the pit bull, the Rottweiler. Cataract, what go on?
Coach,
I can't believe.
give me 30 seconds. Mouth full.
So, the man talk, you know, and he must say me if give him 30 seconds in mouth full. And I just talk, you know.
Because you were saying a mouthful, coach. Let me pull my mouth.
Yo, people, Mr. Anderson, the people then say you flop. And we are talking at the Jamaican parochial language, you know. So, you know,
Okay.
you take it as no disrespect. But the people then say you flop. And based on how things happen, you know, look like say you can manage this post with that. Not star.
So, coach, I don't want you to talk really about the girls, but my assessment, I listen back the parts of the program where I was unable to last night. I would think we got a mixed bag from Mr. Anderson. That's my assessment. I got some clarifications about certain lines that or arguments that were put against him, right?
Yeah.
And I got the clarifications, and I'm satisfied with those. I still have some concerns, but I would say it's a mixed bag. So for me,
because he supports some things where people them like for tuna, like the whole traveling thing.
Yeah,
the one bag of, him talk about them thing that the people them like, but overall, the people them say him flop.
No, so I'm giving us my assessment. I would not say he flopped. I would say he's come. I don't see him in this forum before. This is a very difficult forum, you know. And Coach Minzy, our coach's desk, as you are called, Stan Gronky, Cataract. It's not a play panel. And Maria this. And the Sportsmax family there. We don't have to behavior sometime, but we just get to the point. So it's a very unfamiliar thing. So but I'm marking hard because I am looking for a president. But I heard some things that heartened me. You know my number one thing, which is the English-based player. Because I now stop seek justice for Grant. All of him have to go captain the Masters team. But I now stop seek justice for my family brother. Because I stand up for justice. The traveling and the use of per diem as an enticement, an inducement for votes. I was very happy to hear that he is not condoning that. But I'm I'm not 100% to convinced to say I'm throwing my hat in the ring and calling. I'm going to be reading and listening some more to him, but I want to hear from the president. And I heard from the president today in the Observer article which says not tolerating run out on the girl them. Right?
But
And
then there was another article that says that they extend the olive branch, you know.
So I don't know if it's bipolar, but there's some serious things. I mean, so Mr. Anderson, for me, he got a passing grade, but he didn't get the A or the B, but it's certainly different from what I hear. And I had a concern that he is just more of the same, having been in there. But the truth is, master to you, Mr. Anderson, you can't undo the past, you know, but you can say, look, here is where I might not have achieved, but I will do better. So yeah, my concern say your parish is not one of the most progressive parish. But then again, he hasn't been the president of the parish for a while. That's what I researched. Right? He hasn't been the president of the parish since he has become a vice president, which is many years now. So I don't know.
But him say, remember him clarify that, you know, because we did ask that.
No, man, no, that's what I'm saying. Go ahead,
but
coach.
him same work, him do 20 years.
Yes.
In the parish.
Right. And then but the last few years.
Right. Because they all them say if you have a
vice president, you can't be parish president. Right.
But he still sits on some sort of board there.
Yeah, man. So him now get away from the fire from the buckle. So may I tell you the truth, may I fling a buckle right there, so for the St. Mary aspect of it. Right? Because if I was thinking about my political party, for example, you're running for president, I'm going to say your constituency don't deal with right, I'm going to have some serious concern. But then I have to look on the other hand to see the other person who has put themselves forward, what are they about. So right now for me, my assessment, a better passing grade because things have been clarified. I see a difference, this thing about inclusiveness. I heard it.
But cataract. Hold on.
Extend to the funds. Go ahead, boss. Yeah, man.
Hold on, cataract. Hold on.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Last night you say, seeing if him say him against the English player, then you have a campaign against him. So
yeah, man.
Is it because him never said that make your campaign for him now?
No, not campaign. No, I'm not campaign. No, please don't do that, Mr. Vince, man. We respect each other, man. No, please don't do that. I have told you that I am not. No, but how can you say I'm campaigning for him and I don't know if the comments you're reading?
No, I'm not reading no comment, brother.
Okay,
my own view.
If I say to you that I am.
Remember, I'm not press button then way then. I'm not calculator.
Okay. So then how you press my button?
No,
no. But if I say to you, I am not ready to campaign, how are you going to say I am campaigning?
I ask a question, boss, and don't say me pressing your button, boss. Don't say that.
Okay, so nobody now press. We now press each other button then.
No, me not have no button for pressing. No. Cause remember, me not calculator.
Everybody have another button, you know what?
No, me not have none. No, nobody can. Me not have no button for nobody press.
Okay, we won't explain. But the whole of the car they must start nowadays. Now use key and them use push to start. Press button.
That's right. But me no care.
Mother.
Me a Minzy. You see,
no
button can press.
Make sure you have the whole ladder. So I'm not campaigning for Mr. Ricketts. Mr. Ricketts, nor am I campaigning for Mr. Anderson. Because I have not heard from Mr. Ricketts so that I can make up my mind. I'm an intelligent voter. There's no diehard in this.
But right? You don't have a vote still.
No, I told you I don't have the vote, but I'm very close to at least a couple of people who have vote. I have their ear and they respect me and I respect them. So right. Don't feel like say, yeah. And I'm gonna work closely with them in other fora. So so suppose we say to them, say, listen, suppose you did say, listen, we don't want no Englishman in the team. You feel like someone wouldn't go to a party president and say, yo, like how you want me campaign manager and do things for you, you can't go that way there. But I didn't think he did not make the statement. He clarified that the best players will be welcome. He did appease other people on the other side, which says that we must build up the infrastructure and the program in Jamaica to get it 100% professional so that the coach has a headache. No, I don't fully believe in that because I believe that the national team must consist of players who played overseas. If you're born in Jamaica, go to France, go to Turkey, go to Russia, go to the MLS at the top leagues and demonstrate that you can do it there. But I also believe you must always have a 23-man squad ready on the island that have a cohesiveness and a training together that is ready for any eventuality.
Big up
So
Teddy
that-
Lee Great. Teddy Lee Great about a fire for your cataract.
No, this is the bonfire part, brother. You don't exist.
I
Dog.
joke me, I make man. The man that about no fire.
You can't see the comment in the coach. I can't joke. I remember I tell you so yesterday, I must take this thing very serious. So for the next time, you're going to notice I'm not going to joke because I love football. I love the Reggae Boyz team. Right? I respect the Reggae Girlz. It's not my female football is not my sport, but I respect women. I respect their achievements. So I'm going to talk up for them. Right? Because right is right and wrong is wrong. No, coach, but what concerned me, the article that came out, and I just want to say a thing.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Mr. Speed spent several hours on another program, I won't call the name, and on our first triple treat on Friday. Basically giving two sets of information. One, that the girls were trying to pick their coach and strong arm the JFF into giving them handing over that responsibility and authority, which I don't agree with. And I don't think any well-thinking football fan agree with. Other players pick coach. And secondly, that they, led by Captain Bonishaw, there's a cabal who was greedy and did not want to share. The dispute with the money was about sharing it with first the 24th player that was attached to the squad, and then to the broader 41 players. Mr. Chung is quoted as saying that the dispute is that 1.8 million is what they earned in bonus.
And we hear 1.5.
Hold on, I'm just quoting. And
no,
that,
but me I tell remember, so we hear 1.5, I think, from Mr. Speed.
Yes, but I'm going different from that. I'm going to get to that.
Okay.
But let me just make my point, please. I don't want people to say I'm rambling, I'm talking too long because I'm cognizant of a couple of people. So that's why I'm going to try to get to these things, get to the point. And that, like when you have a digital loan on your phone, they make you put on credit. If you owe people, then clamp down for what you owe. You're not going to owe anybody and then they're going to hand over a check knowing you owe them money. So that JFF owed FIFA $600,000 and FIFA clamped down on the 600,000, take it, and then gave them the balance, which was 1.2. Now, here's a good coach. That would mean that the girls were being asked to underwrite the debt until they are remunerated, right? To the tune of 600,000 US. That they have, and the public don't know what this was about. And the ladies have said, no, they're not. They want the 1.8 and the 20% of the 1.8. That way, right? Or whatever percentage of the 1.8 that they're due. And you can't simply because FIFA hold on your money, you then basically negatively impact me and penalize me and my earnings and take my earnings to pay off your debt. No, the thing about it is these debts are hidden. So when Mr. Speed talks about transparency and Mr. Tong talks about transparency, when were we ever told that Jamaica owes FIFA, the JFF owes FIFA $600,000. And I don't believe that FIFA operates like Nicodemus in the night, that they would have had worded communication to say this money is going to be withheld from any monies that are due to you. So you can't give us two different stories, two different things that in a coach, because people that beat the girl, them say, boy, them wicked. Imagine some people broke them foot to help them qualify, and them don't want them get $1, them want all for themselves. When what Mr. Chung is saying is something totally different. They're saying we want what we are earned, we want what FIFA send for us. Pay us what your contractual obligations are. And the last thing I'm going to say, coach, women and men, there's a gender, Mr. Speed, Mr. Ricketts, Mr. Chung. I haven't heard Mr. Chung, so let me take him out of this. This strong arm business and this Brock badness business displays a level of gender insensitivity, coach. A woman is more vulnerable than a male. So all the members of the Reggae Boyz earn more, even the lowest paid. Well, no, because they have some local based players here who earn themselves 30 grand. They earn less by hundreds and thousands less than their male counterpart. So when you don't play Michael Antonio this month, Michael Antonio earns £60,000 a week. So him earned £240,000 for the month. Him can pay him bills using last month money. But if the captain and the girls are earned £5,000, her expenses might not be covered because she just doesn't have that fallback. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. And additionally, there are ladies in there who have young children. They would have had to come out of their pocket to get babysitter, to pay people to take the child to school, right? And those things because they're not there to do it. The men them not to bother about that. They don't have those responsibilities. And so if I take out and prepay so that I can come and represent you, and the basis of the thinking and the expectation is, coach, and I hope a lawyer is in here and Neo, hide Neo, we need to hear from you. There's an expectation that if I say, all right, my babysitter, come babysit for a month because I'm going down to Australia to the World Cup to try to reach the finals, that I'm going to win some money and be able to put back that money in my account this month to pay my bills and my obligations. Credit card, interest upon the things though, you know, coach. If you're late on your mortgage payment, it has an impact on your credit rating. If you're late on your credit card payment, your credit rating go down, your FICA score. So you can't just play with people and say, yeah, I'm going to pay you when I feel like paying you. When I get it, I pay you. I deal with it.
But I know when you get it, you pay, because we understand that the money was there according to Mr. Speed.
Yeah, but according to
Mr. Girl, they never say nothing. I said them now, come, it look like no money wouldn't pay out.
No, but I am taking Mr. Chung's account, which is that, you know, I said I go out, I race shop, you know, and when I win, you know, my bet boss, you know. So when I get it, you get it, or I move, so. I'm putting it in this language. And you are correct also, coach. You are correct also. They're two different stories. But I just want people who understand how it sounds like in real Jamaican. I am moved to man. So when I get it, when I get move and go, you can bad up. Oh, they're gonna run your way out of my house, man. Lady, you talk up your mouth, say you need money to pay your mother doctor bill. I'm gonna come get nothing. We would accept that if we heard that from an ordinary Jamaican man speaking to a woman like that. You understand? Yeah, I'm suspend you out of my house. You know what suspend mean? Yeah, take it
none of it is acceptable in my eyes still.
Suspend mean like when a man just Please go check
No,
it
you
out
say
now.
you'll accept it if an ordinary man out the road say it.
No,
What me
no, I
I
said
say?
we would not accept it. We
Okay,
would
not.
not accept it.
Okay.
And therefore it's not acceptable here. In Guyana, where I also grew up for some a little, I never say that you can't be wrong and strong. You're wrong, but you're going like you're strong and mighty, and you're wrong. And you are come down the one way,
A Guyana, you learn that?
There's a saying.
Think at Jamaica, I learn that still.
There's also another saying that says, take your time and peel your pine. Because you might joke up your finger. And I would urge that to the JFF. And I want to support you and stand cranky. I've been listening back. I don't say I don't know everything, but you guys have been pleading for mediation. But you can't have no mediation. The JFF is like an abusive husband, the current leadership. They just beat and beat and beat and
And
beat.
that's why we need
So we're
mediation.
dealing with a battered woman syndrome. So when you see something make it, when a woman is broken, she ball out, she lift up her frack tail, she cuss bad word out, but they haven't, right? I'm just saying, those are reactions of what we call in the world a battered woman syndrome. You beat me, stop beat them.
Okay, Tarak, you notice when that happen, when the woman react and start going back, what happened to them? They get kicked out. So what that say? Two wrongs they make no right same way.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
So
And if
that's
you
why
are saying,
me believes the arbitration is needed.
so I am going
Because
one second further.
we cannot have the girls who would have done so well for the country to be put in obscurity. No. To be put back on the back burner. No. You see me I say? Both parties need to come together and talk it out. If after you talk it out and it can't work, then we go your separate ways,
No, I don't agree with that. So who's going to the ways? So I have breached the contract, and let's say I've breached the part where we're not supposed to go to the media, etc. The girls have done that. So the people who breached the part by not holding up their fiduciary responsibility under the contract, they must just sit down and keep their job.
Then we did that say one night.
So then Mr. Speed and Mr. Chung must be suspended for their part and role as part of the finance committee and the CEO for failing to bring in the JFF in the disrepute by failing to properly have the things in place to honor your contractual obligations. They must be suspended as well. It don't work one way.
May I agree?
So that's what I'm calling. I'm calling for I'm calling for the immediate suspension of Mr. Speed and Mr. Ricketts and the members of the finance committee, because they have brought the JFF. Not Mr. Ricketts. Mr. Speed and Mr. Chung and other members of the finance committee should be suspended along with the girls until this matter is resolved. I'm going one step further. Whoever wrote this contract, which Mr. Speed said is him put the contract in place, which clearly has amateurism, because there are loopholes in there, like nobody don't know how the money for breakup. Those things the contracts are supposed to be what we call, coach, because we do entertainment, ironclad. You see that my contract when cataract fly? How much bottle of water, the temperature where the water must be at. What bill may have at the bar? What you call it? What tab may have at the bar? But more time make me eat the food, coach. Drinking. You understand? But I'm just saying, all of those things are there in what's called a rider. Your management is responsible to make sure you have an ironclad contract that both parties, there's no leeway where you can say, boy, I don't understand. Should it have been the 41 girls, or what if they would use 100 girls to qualify, coach? So they must get sweetie money. We have to do better than this, coach. We have to do better than this. And I think the only mediator in this can be the Minister of Sport. That's the only person I see has the local standing or the dispute resolution foundation that is part of the Ministry of Justice
the
or the
people
church.
the people must say if your entity registered because your
If
old
my,
child.
I mean, if my old church registered, what are you talking about? When I stand here,
A brain drainer asked that, and he said DJ Caesar and Pina, no, DJ Envy and Caesar Pina took away your money. Or a Guzman him attack. I know you, but
okay.
he must say
No,
if your entity is a registered entity. Right, the
nothing
Reggae
about
Boys
this entity.
Supporters Club.
No, I'm not a supporters club. We are all church.
I'd like to have a say, coach. You know,
Yeah, man,
evening
go ahead.
cataract
But
and evening coach.
let me ease up, coach. I'd love your responses and I can't say the name of my fellow panelists, but I'd love to hear the comments and the things I've said. And
Yeah, man.
You know,
People them
coach,
agree with your cataract.
100% I agree with Cataract,
Mm,
especially when he said that there's a insensitivity towards the gender of females. They're a bit more vulnerable,
mm.
and he said also that it would be more accepting if it was a normal Jamaican one who say "Me soup here back." You get me? I say because it's a thing within the culture where you lend a man of money and him tells him I go pay you Wednesday, and Wednesday come and him say, "Yo boy, Tom, me so get the money." You see me, just wait upon boss man to pay
Sometime
me.
him not say that too.
Well,
And when
true.
you see him or call him.
Yeah, but when you're dealing with an organization who's supposed to be professional towards both genders, it's unacceptable on the whole fronts in terms of when it comes to payment and the contract. And he also stated that it's almost like whoever wrote that contract, there are loopholes in it in terms of they not knowing how the money should be split, and so you have two parties who at the table they have their differences, because one side is saying nay and the next side is saying yay. And I feel like the JFF and the leaders in the JFF, I feel like they're not in full support of the women's team. I don't think so. I feel because of the support that the Reggae Girls have gotten from the general public as well as on the international front, it's almost like they almost have to do the jobs, but they're not doing it to the best of their ability, and that's if they have any ability to do that job. I want to touch on Mr. Anderson yesterday. I listened to the whole video,
Mm,
and for me, I think what he talked about mostly in terms of I don't think he talked about the development much on a whole in terms of Jamaica. He talked about Saint Mary, but I feel like no matter whatever the candidates will say, I feel like the fans in general have this preconceived notion of the candidates that no matter if they talk the talk and they can walk the walk, if there's proof in the pudding, I don't think for much of us will change our opinions, because Mr. Anderson touched on St. Mary and the development of the three pitches as well as having two teams promoted, which is a good thing in itself, and I realized that persons in the chat they weren't impressed by that. And I feel like as fans of Jamaican football, we have to look at the resources that we have at our hands and what we can extract from those resources to the best of those resources can provide, so I just feel like a lot of us have preconceived notions, and no matter what the candidates will say, our opinions won't change, at least for some of us.
mm. Okay. All right, we hear you on that one. Good point. Very good point.
So is this my fellow panelist who was on the program on Friday when Mr. Speed was here?
Yeah.
So, sir, well spoken, lad. You were staunch in the defense of Mr. Speed and castigating the young ladies. But as you came tonight, I didn't hear any mea culpa as documents have been revealed, conflicting um, reports which suggests that lies may have been told, suggest, on which you ran off on, like the girls are trying to pick the team, and the girls don't want to share the money between their other colleagues who helped them qualify. You have anything to say about that now that other facts have been revealed?
Well, I was in defense of Mr. Speed, really and truly. It's more of like I'm a person who normally sits on the fence to hear both sides. However, when it comes to an organization and dealing with, players, whether it's at the national level or club level, I personally feel like as fans and as players, sometimes we have too much of an opinion on how things should be run. I feel like with the girls, there's a public backing towards them, and I don't think because they say this, we should just run with it and say, that is the correct thing or that is the right thing that they're saying. So, pertaining to whatever evidence you might suggest that have been brought to the forefront, you know, I feel like there's a beating on the JFF in which we have to be careful just listening to the girls and believing everything that they're saying.
So when Mr. Speed says the letter did not come from the requisite three representatives, and we now see that it basically came from the entire team because that's under whose signature it is. You don't think that that's a problem,
Oh, definitely, definitely.
or that's somebody who is a moral midget?
I
Their
definitely agree with that. I don't
morality
think
is
Mr.
short.
Speed.
And I'm being serious because there's morality and ethics. And when we speak about, coach, I've heard you talk about building trust. And I've heard you before saying that one of the reasons why we don't get as much fun is that people don't trust the JFF. Mr. Speed said, rubbish. That was back in the day. Everything is here now. We have an auditor. If you have somebody sitting in your office, looking over your shoulder, PP, clock, clock, it's a problem. It's not a good thing.
Yeah,
But
but isn't
yeah,
isn't it
boss.
also a means to get things to be running in the order that is supposed to?
Yes, it
Because
is.
there's a
But
saying,
it's a solution of last resort.
but there's a saying, Cataract, that said people don't do what you expect, and all of us are guilty. They do what you inspect. So I guess that philosophy and
Inspect?
that principle, yeah,
I've never heard that word.
people don't do what you expect.
Yeah,
They
you
do
said inspect,
inspect.
like inspect a gadget.
So you don't know when you inspect something.
That's what I'm asking.
So you
So
say you
what?
never hear that word.
No, no,
Hold
no.
on.
No. That's what I'm asking. If it's the word like inspect a gadget, like walk around with a big eyeglass and I look and I inspect, because that is why you have in normal business you have annual audits, right? And you have some pop-up audits and stuff. You don't employ because somebody has to pay that person. So I am asking the
But
question.
hold on,
Hold on, let me
Catherine.
just ask the
You see the
question now.
point?
Let me just
No,
ask the
hold on. You
question.
see the point when I make from the quotation there is that
Yeah.
you then at your workplace at work. You see, if the boss don't get at you and have periodical check-in to inspect what you're doing, you idle and go up on social media,
No.
And you do, and you try to do it last minute when you know so you have things for catch up on. People
Okay.
don't do what is expected of them. They do what people inspect. So because
And
you know you're under inspection and surveillance, you tend to be doing your work.
okay, I have to disagree with you there because I believe that they are hardworking people, they're ambitious people, they're people who do more than is expected of them.
Of
But
course,
I would agree
but
with you that
it cannot be.
there are some who don't. But what I want to say to you, coach,
Every case you have
and,
exception.
and I am posing the question here clearly. And Mr. Chung, I know you listen to the program and your minions, so hear this. Is the 600,000 US related to the cost of having a consultant in the JFF? That 600,000 that was withheld from the girls' bonus, was that the cost of having a consultant here? Because it's not a free consultant, coach. And if that's the case, would you be still happy? And would my colleague be still happy that money that should go into development, infrastructure, supporting teams, paying contractual obligations is having to be diverted to pay for the cost of a consultant to look over the shoulder of a very senior member of the private sector who has come into the JFF at its handle.
We have a caller online. Caller, welcome to the show.
Bless up, coach. Catara. Bless up. The question I have, would the boys be treated the same way? That's first question. The second thing is,
well, let me answer your first question.
Is the way these gentlemen speak to the girls or about the girls. For example, the other day they were talking about the accomplishment at the World Cup.
You know what the question answer?
All right, go ahead.
Let me try answer question one, because Mr. Speed said the boys are in agreement to not be negative. So they are trying to keep things positive. Even though they are owed money, they are basically ushing it so that nothing escalate where the boys are concerned. So I'm not certain if that was the same way that why they are not treated the same way is because they are not saying what they should be saying. You can go ahead with the next point.
Okay, so I'll get to my point on that, coach. By the way, this is stuffy. I watch your show every day, so I know what Speed said. For one, I listened to Mr. Speed the other day, and I like and respect Mr. Speed. But when the girls got back from the World Cup, I remember we were talking about the accomplishment. And rather than just said, yes, they did great, this is what we accomplished, we should be proud of them, you have to start by saying you can't compare the guys to the girls. Right there, you're undermining the accomplishment. So I don't think the girls get the same treatment like the guys would get. Right. True. The next thing that's not clear to me, and I need some clarity, that they brief the contract by, there's a part in there that said the only way they could refuse is for medical. That's one, medical, right? Did he say that?
Yes.
Is that different from the boys? Because weren't there several times when personal reasons that cannot be stated why boys not showing up? There were many instances where boys didn't show up. Is this borderline discrimination?
Very good point. Very good question.
You know, we need two separate sections. I don't know the rule how it works, but JFF need to be divided because us Jamaican men, I don't think we understand ladies the way you said before, and that they need to be treated a little differently sometimes. So we need a part of the JFF that focus on ladies football. That way the ladies get the treatment because they're bringing in the money. Now the boys heading towards that direction. So we don't want to revamp the program because of all of this. But right now we need something where the ladies start get the credit they deserve. That's my point. Cataract, bless up here.
All right, big up yourself, Toffee Rudy.
Manners and respect.
Yeah, man.
Manners and respect, Carla. Coach, somebody said something I want to say this. Jamaica, the Ministry of Health has been on an ongoing campaign for the last, I think, 3-4 years that mental health is real, as just as much as a physical injury. So I don't know if the JFF have determined if the ladies may be suffering from mental health issues due to the constant aggravation in their workplace and what I would describe as a toxic workplace environment. And those who are in the United States, you know that is under the laws not unacceptable. The Jamaican labor laws don't speak to that yet, right? But the issue of a toxic workplace environment is not accepted in the United States, where a number of these young ladies come from. And I think UK might have the same sort of things, right? So I think we're treading on thin ice. I go back to the fact that if two sets of people are breaching the contract and one set is suspended because of their breach, Mr. Speed, the rest of the finance committee, and Mr. Dennis Chung as the CEO must be suspended in fairness. And the truth of the matter is, Coach, so the question the caller asked, no, and the Reggae Boyz have withdrawn because of personal reasons. Some given, like Mr. Ethan Payne got the Gold Cup, that were deemed acceptable, but others remain shrouded in mystery.
Coach, the suspension for me wasn't warranted in the sense that the two parties, as I said, the two parties, they must have people breach and everything. The thing about breach, you gotta say the girls and breach, but I think as an organization, you're supposed to meet payroll as it stands. And if you are saying they don't get the money from FIFA to pay as yet, the money is going to come. So if you know you're going to get the money, then you have to tell me, say, there's probably about 10 commercial banks. There's a number of commercial banks in the country. You're a business, an organization. So you go out and take a loan. You take a loan and you pay the girl them and you pay the interest. You know why? Because you're not running your finances in a way which you can avoid taking a loan. So you take a loan, you pay the girls them and owe the bank.
But CC, you're missing the point. The JFF wants the girls to take a loan to cover their expenses and pay interest on that until they can make the payment. But you have missed the point. FIFA has given the money. FIFA has given the money. All of it. But what they have withheld is a debt. So what the JFF should do is say, okay, FIFA withheld their debt, and therefore we have another 600,000 another account that we are going to forward to you to make up the difference between what FIFA withheld and what was sent.
So that's why I'm saying that's why I'm saying to you, Katarak, is that
The shirts are being sold out. Did the JFF go to Adidas and say, look here, can you give us an advance on the next quarter sales? Or it's just that
all I'm saying is this: they are running an organization, right? And if you have revenues coming in from sponsorship, we are saying Adidas, the revenue coming in from the qualification to the FIFA World Cup for women, revenue coming from certain streams. However, the revenue has not reached it in time to meet the expenses. Expenses being that you're supposed to pay the girls them X, but match fee them other them per diem and those things. You have to, you see, the thing about what people don't understand.
CC, somebody asked and said, where in the contract it says monies must be paid at a time?
But what I know,
no, go ahead, boss, and then I'll address that. Go ahead.
The thing what people are saying, there was nothing in the contract that says money should be paid at X time. Listen, you have a thing when we say wages payable. Money is paid, the money is payable upon completion of the job. So once the girl them do the job, the money becomes payable automatically. So the girl them qualify already. That once them qualify, them go them play the match. The money becomes payable because the 90 minutes has passed. So at the end of the day, once it becomes payable, the JFF has to pay it. Right now the JFF would have had on their books wages payable, and in wages payable they would have monies outstanding to the Reggae Boyz, monies outstanding to the Reggae Girlz. And that is a liability that they're carrying on their books. So for someone to say when there's nothing in the contract that says when they should pay, from what I understand and know about finance, is that you don't want to carry certain type of liability over into the new financial year or over a period of time, especially if you're going to get audited.
So no, that is just, I'm going to be less diplomatic. That is just fully dunce. So, for example, per diem, you think you can pay somebody per diem next year for a game that them got to this year, even though it doesn't say in the contract, and it should say per diem is payable 24 hours or 48 hours before departure or something like that. If that's not there, you think you can just pay people when they pay? I can see the people who talking, Coach, CC, and Mr. Speed Lawyer. Let me say this. If it was your money, you wouldn't have a same saying. You wouldn't come on the program and say, yeah, man, my boss not pay me no car, nothing not to go on for business, you know. But him tell me something, if I come and work every day, you would not have the same thing. And I want to address the people that say, oh, I'm being condescending. I'm standing up for the women. I'm not being condescending.
But
Right?
Cataract, per diem is in two. You can do per diem two ways. Either you give the money upfront when you're going to do the thing, or the money is reimbursable upon completion of the. For example,
Yeah, you are correct. You are correct. So
I
you
go to
present
a
the
job.
receipt, you
Yeah,
present
so
the receipt and you get reimbursed. But it's
yeah,
not
so
that
that's
you
what
can
I'm
just
saying.
pay me whenever. That's what I'm saying.
Not
You
that,
can't just
yes,
pay whenever.
exactly. But that what I'm saying, I'm giving a real life example where I have jobs that I have done. I'm leave the parish of Kingston going to Senton, and I never got the money at the same time. What I did was to buy the gas, went to the place, do the job. So upon completion of the job, I made sure that I had the receipt for the toll, I have the receipt for the gas, I have the receipt for my lunch, and whatever I should be get all of my reimbursable expenses. Attach it to the sheet that they said I must fill out, bring it back to the office, submit it, get it signed by the manager. Once the manager signed it, I got my money the same day. As a matter of fact, you get that money in cash. So that money is not even taxable. Reason being is because I would have used money from my pay or my money that I have and already spend it. So you'd have already taxed that from there. So the cash money that I had spent during that trip, the next day that I come to the office is the next day I get the money. So I did the job today, and tomorrow I'm going to the office, I'm going to get the money.
So CC, thank you for the explanation because I'm not going to be unfair actually because I know it, everybody know it. So there's something called the time value of money, right? $100,000 today is not worth the same as $100,000 6 months time or 90 days time. In particular, in a country where the dollar devalues, where the exchange rate is volatile, there is a cost, opportunity cost to money. So you give me 100,000, I earn 100,000, it was due on the completion of the World Cup. And then Amazon has a Prime Day on October 11th, where big sales items were, massive sales. And I want to buy a 70-inch TV so that my granddaughter can watch mommy in the World Cup beating and knocking out Brazil. And you don't give me my money. And when you give me my money 2 months later, the cost of the TV gone back to the regular price of 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 US. I have lost that opportunity. It's not fair. It's not right. The Ministry of Labor, somebody just step in for the girl, them no man because it's not right. And people know it's not right. And I defend it because I don't know the reason only that defend it, because none of this is defensible. I understand on might run out like some of us who might have had a little bit more information, but the information too brawling now, brother. And in 2 years, how can you have problems with the Reggae Boyz? In 2021, and learn a lesson that it come back now that the girl them have to go up on strike. That means that you are not a learning organization then. You not get no better. We change general secretary. So when the Reggae Boyz thing happened, Mr. Wint was the general secretary, Dalton Wint. Now we had a brand new general secretary ushered in with angels and fireworks and manna from heaven. And see the same thing here. This is basic human resource management. Treat your employees well. This is legal.
Human capital is important.
What's the word? Legal. You must fulfill your contractual obligations because them can't sue you. Because football so them can't go. Well, them can retire from the team and go sue you, I wonder if you know that, coach. They can just retire from the team and go and seek legal redress. Why if you have the people and money sit down, pan, and and then you come with some concocted, pathological, mendacious thing to the wider public that we take some people take up arms against the girl. I'll see, so you take up arms too. But remember, I'm coach. But today you're speaking from a more sober point of view and are a credit to the University of Technology. But we have to find a solution, coach. I hear 14-year-olds are in the squad.
Are you women go cataract? Not
Oh,
No,
you.
that is a Pelican.
It's you.
Pelican.
Univer-
Pelican, I think so.
Yeah,
Pelican, man.
but a very famous Jamaican, Mutty Perkins, once always described you as an intellectual.
Oh my God.
Yes, he said it's an intellectual ghetto. But quote unquote, I have no idea. I've never gone there a day. I've never studied a course there, not a thing. You know what I mean? But coach, in all seriousness, is there why weren't we told that there's a fort that we have to take a picnic, but send go represent Jamaica?
Like
I
14-year-olds
don't know.
was on the team.
Is there? I'm asking because that was said in the comment section, so I'm asking if that is the case.
I don't know. I don't see team. But I see Kyle I put you out from evening.
Yeah, man. So let us do the perfect. But when they saw the team and look at the team, I don't know the players, right? But I know women's football. But a beer is like we are going to the college Gold Cup.
You know, coach, I want to say this pertaining to the JFF and any respective organization in Jamaica. I feel that there's a deeper look into how organizations in Jamaica operate on a whole, whether it's the public sector or the private sector, and it derives from a cultural aspect of how us as Jamaicans behave. So no matter how professional we're supposed to be in these fields, when they step into the fields of leadership, because of certain cultural behaviors that we as Jamaicans have, we tend to bring it into those spaces. And I feel like that's why we're having the problems with the girls. So even if there was money there, you will always hear rumors about money being swindled out of the organization, etc. How we're falling back on taxes and all these type of stuff. So even if there was $1 billion there, coach, due to how us as Jamaicans are, not all of us, but some of us, we fail to do our due diligence even when the money is there. And I feel like that's one of the main problems in the JFF and how they see the women's team. So it's a very hard thing to change if the culture is set a certain way, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
It's just like, you know, the banks in Jamaica. These people who stole up the money, they get paid 10 times what the average Jamaican gets paid, but because of greed and not doing the due diligence, you know, we have problems in those areas as well.
But may I say, I think an organization, it is on the organization. As what coach said, when coach quoted Louis V. I think it's Louis V. Gertz now. But then you have things like measure what is measurable and make measurable what is not so. That's Galileo. So you measure what is measurable and make measurable what is not so. See the things that in the JFF that some things are not being measured. For example, when the GenSec when they have flight delays and the baggage and all of them, those issues, I think those are things that are not being measured. So you have to make those things measurable. So when all of the issues they're having, and then the main point in terms of the girls them to get paid, it's upon the organization. Even and worst thing for them to come and say they got all of the money, but they didn't. You got all of the money, but you're not classifying all of which money you got, because they say September 2022 there was a bonus to be paid. Then you have the bonus that it was at the World Cup. So which of the money did you receive? And if you did not receive all of the money as yet, that is no problem. That the girls has no business with that. All they have business with is you paying them. So their business is not to say if you did not get the money from FIFA as yet. You know what I wanted to know, coach? is the money from FIFA not a sure money. You have to get the money.
No, you
FIFA
don't.
have to give you the money.
So you owe, so they owed money. So they got the money. So let me say it again to you.
Hold on, Qatar. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Which money fee CC I refer to? Because we have to be clear on that.
Clear on that, yes.
Because
Which
if
money?
it is the money where the girl them forget, of course they have to get it.
The money what that the girls they must get.
You know
And
what
I'm saying CC. CC's FIFA is saying, or the reports are saying, FIFA paid over the 1.8 million, but they withheld 600,000 of that the Jamaica Football Federation owed.
But Qatar, that is beside the point. The point is that the money still came.
Yes, sir.
The money is there. So whatever JFF do when they get the money, that is on them. And that is that cannot be right. If they
I
do something
agree
like
with
that.
you. But you, Cece, hold on, Cece, hold on. You quoted LV, this and Jamie. And I don't understand what they quote. So I'm gonna quote the Grimm brothers. Rapunzel, let down your long hair. Since all of us are just doing some random quotation that don't mean nothing. Right? So upon saying that, I'm gonna say this.
Hold on, CC and follow. CC, make Qatar call us a beat us, brother.
Right? So hold on, let me finish. Now, let me finish. I've made my quotation for the
Going
day.
brother. We not take beating that way there, no.
Right? So seriously, you made a point, but I think we have to exercise something. Honest days pay for an honest day's work. That is a guiding principle.
Trade man work, they want their money.
Money. And I'm saying this, I said this already, I typed in the chat. If this was a construction site in Jamaica that Mr. Speed was running, he could have never go there, go talk to the workman them like that. He would be a statistic. So don't do it to the ladies. You can tell people must shut up their mouth. I heard him. I hope the clip boss heard it and clip it. And then you refer to a Jamaican lady as an alligator.
When was that said? On this show, Qatar?
On Friday, sir. On this show, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir. Looking at the comment section where I asked, I said, are you referring? And he said, oh no, it's not Bunny Shaw I'm referring to as the alligator. Is the woman from the who did the GoFundMe. But then now you're hype and broke. So let me go now and say it. You're hype and broke. Because the ladies them go fund. You say you don't need the go fund, but she said, oh, you're broke and can't pay your bills. So broke badness, hype and broke. I recall, coach, where's Near Sovereign? Where's Cranky? I hope they get here. But Kyle, you remember when you raised the issue to Mr. Speed about the diaspora and he beat him chest and said, we don't need no money. We don't remember that. Remember good. CC. Remember good, no man. You remember?
Yeah, man.
You remember, Mr. Speed, when you beat up your gum and say you don't need nobody from the diaspora. Who straight time crack, who don't come talk about Western Union. What the boy when they are the diaspora, every minute talk about Western Union.
So now that's why a man don't want to go for me, Qatar.
Yeah, man, but him broke. He got the committee that he's a part of. Broke.
So him still hold true to what him say. Him no want to foreign
money.
money.
Yeah, broke, sir.
So him never take them. That's why JFF never take the money. And I think he was being personal in that regard, in Qatar. I don't think he was talking about.
Yeah, no, but we speak, sir. Sir, he didn't say I'm speaking in my personal capacity. That's what you say.
No, man.
But
I think it was a personal thing he made us say. You know, that's why I don't want the money from the remittance and them saying that.
Yeah, man, I remember Lanezra. Yeah. I remember. Coach, come here tell some talk.
Pardon me? Where is Lanezra what?
No, she must have me talk low, like me I remember, but me I say I remember. But in with the money, come here, Cataract say 600,000. We went to the Rona 16, right?
No, man, I said 600,000 was withheld from the 1.8.
But I'm saying to you that we went to the Rona 16 and we were supposed to get 1,870,000 US.
Yes, sir.
Of the 1,870,000 US, 1,380,000 US was supposed to be paid to the girls then.
Yes, Mr. Sir.
So the balance would have been 490,000.
Mr. Sir.
So if the FIFA withheld 600,000,
FIFA no withheld no money, brother.
FIFA collect on their debt. So you confuse the people.
All right. So FIFA collected.
Hold on. If you borrow $600 from DigiLoan, and we put $1,800 on your phone.
You're sure of this way I say? Because remember, you know, that money that the JFF would have gotten for the girls, it cannot be anything that the federation should have gotten. So how FIFA take back money out of that?
Exactly.
No, because it's paid over to you. Remember the match. Hold on, G. So all right. So I am asking, but if this is a quote of Mr. Chung, you know, because people,
girls them forget their money. The girls them forget their money. This had not that money where pay over to JFF girls them have nothing to do with JFF.
So if a unicorn meet again. Judge. Hold on,
let me talk. Listen.
Go ahead, coach.
I didn't hear what Mr. Chung say. I use my cranium.
Okay, so let me send you the article quoting it.
So me know what nobody said, but me know what you said about a unicorn meat me get sold.
Well, you're
I said
logically.
Well,
I know. Me I look on it logically. I said the money where FIFA go send the 1 point something on us. Seeing? Oh, FIFA fi send it and minus when that money is payable to players and not to the JFF. That's how me can't understand. Which so makes no sense to me.
So, coach, that's why me I said to when
Carla, welcome to the show.
Yes, coach. I just want to make a little correction with Cataract and CC. There's two money FIFA give to the JFF. One for them to get to the second round, about 1.8, and the girls 60,000 each. That's separate money. So it's two money. The girls get the 60,000 girls them get is separate from what JFF is getting. So it's two money go to JFF. For the girls to reach the second round, the JFF get a bonus of 1.8, and I don't know, Cataracts them lose 600,000. Don't know about that. And then the girls now get 60,000 times 23.
Yeah, which is 1,380,000.
So whatever it is, the GFF still have 1200,000 in their pocket.
So Carla.
So in total, the GFF got about 3.1 million.
Carla, my understanding is that this bonus is in the contract related to the qualification from 2022. Hold on, big just let me hear email that upon qualification in 2022, bonuses should have been paid to the ladies who participated in the qualifiers and got the historic qualification to the back-to-back World Cup. So this money is owed from 2022. The JFF rollout.
I'm not talking about that Cataract.
Hold on, man.
About that.
Hold on, man. Let me just finish on here if we're the same thing, you know. And is using the money that came in 2023 as a bonus for the qualification out of the knockout phase to pay back the debt from 2022. So, we don't know if you don't see that.
No, well, listen, I just called.
Hold on, the Mikey. Me want to know.
Yeah.
Seeing?
Yeah.
Me want to know. Seeing? What Cataract say? So if for example, if JFF, if FIFA is to send $10 and JFF owe them $6, Are you saying, Cataract, that they send $4 to the JFF?
That's what the article said. That they
Me don't
said.
believe that.
Okay,
No,
well,
hold on. And that
Cataract,
is
that's why
why
you have it wrong.
I
That's why
asked
you
for
have it wrong.
clarification. Hold on.
Me
That's
don't
why
believe
I
that.
asked, but hold on, man.
But Mike is
Hold on, man. None of us here know. So we're just asking questions. And I'm saying
Cataract, it was printed. It was printed in paper on FIFA website that if when you get just to get to the World Cup, the girls them get $30,000 from
that was
FIFA.
paid directly
When
to
you
them.
get to the second
That was
round,
paid directly to each player.
right, okay, so let me finish. So they got to the second round. So they got the next extra $30,000. So they get 60,000 times 23, whatever that comes out to. Then GFF get for themselves $1.8 million separate from what the girls get.
Correct.
So in all,
But to be fair to the JFF,
FIFA said GFF a check minus the 600,000. What you talk about, if that is so, with 2.5 million.
Jaja, you're right.
I don't care about back pay or whatever.
Right.
I'm saying what people send them.
So and I girl money them minus out the down.
This get worse. This get worse.
That could
This
never
get
be.
worse. Carla, thank you. None of we don't know everything, brother. So me have to you just hold on, CC.
no,
You
but
just
Cataract, I want
hold on,
to
man. Let me finish speak, no, man. Yeah, Toby can speak one time. I'm saying to the call, thank you for enlightening me. It's worse than I thought. And that's why sometimes we have to listen to each other. I know we have a habit of talk over people.
If me never draw the line this so and ask the questions them.
That's why I call.
Because you did a go on me, I said that cannot add up, that don't make no sense.
But Mikey,
because people be taking from the girls' pay what they promise them.
Did on the line there too. I try to make a clarification and call down CC.
No, but it's saying that Mr. Chung, but this is a newspaper article quoting Mr. Chung.
But everything you write in a paper, you have to believe. If you have to think
so I have to believe everything then. Because hurricane, them say hurricane will come. I mean, don't have them maligning our media to say, because I heard Mr. Speed say the media fight them.
Cataract. If you read something we publish, if you read something we publish, and your mental ability where you get from Oxford University, I decipher. You not gonna tell us that you're wrong or you're right, Cataract.
Leeds University as well, Nottingham University as well, Hull University as well. So I would have
three of them collide.
Yeah, they will collide.
Them collide. And you're gonna tell me you're gonna just believe things so.
Coach, me throw me under that ear and say I'm confused. The Ponzi scheme is better than Cash Plus. It's better than Cash Plus.
Let me ask you a question, Cataract. Cataract, your fees of FIFA would I give GFF $1.8 million to pay the Reggae Girlz and then take back money when people say they guarantee them. FIFA guarantee them 60,000, Cataract.
Yeah. And that's why I said Mike.
Hold on. Did you read the article, CC? Did you read the Jamaica Observer article that quotes President Mike Ricketts? And hold on, man. No, and there's also an article in the Gleaner, both which attributed these quotations. So, Mr. Chung, just come clarify, brother, because it don't look good, bro.
So, hold on.
Every time a team move forward, them get an extra 30,000. And I think the championship team would have get 270,000. The team each player get 270,000.
The first 30,000 was because you had three. Hold on, the first 30,000 is because you had 3 matches in the group stage, and there's a match fee.
No.
Hold on. Here's somebody
10,000 per game.
Hold on. Here's somebody saying that the article may have misquoted Mr. Chung. Because how Mikey said it is what I heard Mr. Chung said on Primetime News. Now that proved to me that where Cataract say and everything where you see in a media or paper, you feel just jump and agree with that.
No, but I don't know. Everybody will say people get misquote, you feel agree with. Because Observer and Gleaner, you are deliberately misleading the Jamaican public. The Observer and Gleaner, you are fighting against the JFF.
You know why me agree with him? Because based upon what you did say, it never made no sense to me.
Yeah, but I'm gonna clarify something, Coach. with the third, that's what I mean. I said with the 30,000, what my kid I said, you get 30 for the people in that group stage. Everybody get 30. We're going at group stage.
Man,
When I go around at 16, when I go around at 16, I get 60. If I go quarterfinal, I get 90. But that's when you go semi-final, is a different thing now. You get 165,000. So you see all of the players that go semi-final, 165,000. Then when you go, the players that will finish third place get 180,000. So the fourth place people them get 165, the third place get 180, the runner-up get 195, and the winner get 270.
It's not everything you read in that media, must believe. God, next thing, I know you read off a screen, you know.
A FIFA site that I come from. FIFA that I come from.
That's trouble. What here, man?
So
No,
what I know,
that's trouble, man.
the point to me, I say,
no, but I just want to say, CC, just say that it's not accumulative, you know. Each round add up. So it's not like them get 180,000 in total if you reach the semifinals. You get to 100. I'm saying it's not a bonus, you know. I read it as an appearance fee, which is a percentage of the television rights. That's how the FIFA dealt with the Women's World Cup this year. So that if you got 30,000 plus 60,000 plus 180,000 plus 165,000. Is that the case?
No, the way every round you go. In the first round you get 30. If you get to the second round, you get an extra 30. Then, like CC say, you get an next 100,000. If you get to the 8, if you get to 4, him say 165. So therefore, everything will add up. You know, the total I'm going to get if you get to the semifinals. If you finish 4th, is 165,000.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a cumulative figure. So it's a cumulative. It's a cumulative figure. It's okay. Thank you for the clarification.
When you drop out, wherever you drop out, you fall in that pot there. So if you drop out as a 4th place, you fall in the 165 pot. If you go to the final, you know, say you either can get 270, but the lowest you can get is 195 because the runners up get 195. So the Spain would have go home with all of the Spain girl them would have go home with 270 per girl.
Cause then win your cup.
And then the runner get 195.
And then Spain now get a separate federation, get a separate money. Maybe a next 3 million.
4.29 million. 4,290,000 Spain Federation get.
Separate from what the girl them get.
So if Spain owe money to FIFA would have
come out of the
4 million, not the amount of money where girls ever get. And that
girls them get, yes.
So coach, I'm asking for a 30-second paid advertising slot.
For who?
For Cataract. In brain drain in 1992, Christchurch College of the Oxford University did not run online classes. Okay? Good boy. There wasn't the World Wide Web then. Okay, boy? Good. Right.
Yeah, but for me, coach, I want to ask the question. The 1,380,000, the money come, the girl them get that. When the JFF get 1,270,000 minus 600,000, so I work on with Cataract say. So the JFF get 1,270,000.
Right.
Out of the 1,270,000 now, because they may owe the girl them back money, match fee and all them thing there. They take out of them money if you pay the girl them the match fee and the back money and them thing there. Mr. Speed say them get 500,000. 500,000 with that. Them the money for the qualification, the girl them qualifying. So them that say them if you get a bonus for the girl them qualifying to the World Cup. So the money for the girl them qualify to the World Cup if you share between 41 girl, right? And them say they don't know how them gonna split it. So them gonna say them gonna give the 23 girl we go, we actually got the World Cup 90% and give the next rest of girl them 10%. So that is the money which is causing problem. From what I'm understanding, that money is the money which is causing problems.
All right. So I just asked Mr. Chung to come and clarify, please. But coach, I have another deep question to you. Did the head of the technical committee, Mr. Speed, appoint himself as the assistant coach and is in Panama of the women's team? Did you, Mr. Speed, head of the technical committee,
Who you
appoint
ask the
yourself?
question?
Who am
you
I asking the
asking it?
question? I'm
Who you asking
asking Mr. Speed.
Then if you're saying Ghana, Panama, who you asking me question?
Then I'm not calling right now. I'm going to see them there, Jamaica.
Virgin.
But no, but we don't understand this, coach. That they
That
why
the me-
weren't hold on? Why weren't we told this that Mr. Speed is the assistant coach for the team in Panama, the Reggae Girlz team? And I asked this in the light of last night when I asked about conflict of interest. Isn't this now just a more massive conflict of interest? The person
so the
responsible for
technical
hiring
Cataract.
coaches hire himself.
Cataract, can I ask you a question?
the technical director is
Cataract.
there too as the head coach, you know.
No, but him there a Chile.
Brother,
Downswell and there Chile.
Which
Chilling in
team
No,
Chile.
Cataract, ask you this question.
Chile?
Yeah, go ahead, my friend.
Huh?
Go ahead, my
Which
boss.
team?
No, because the Pan American Games is in Chile, right? The team will get 7 love yesterday.
Yeah, them
Today.
in
Not
Chile.
Chile them there.
So is that the
Right,
team
so that's a
Cataract
Downswell there.
talking or he's talking the team
Panama.
that Davia?
The team
Panama.
the team are gonna play Panama for Gold Cup. So Mr. Speed is in Panama now then.
But remember when Whitmore was the coach one time, he go one of Central American country figure.
No, man.
See what going on.
Him could never be, I'm saying, in the capacity of
Assistant coach.
assistant coach.
Well, if that is the case,
We need clarification. Is this now just look here?
But
Hold on, coach, let me ask. I want to ask these provocative and damning question. Is this now where you just at the end and you say, boy, I'm just scrape everything now? Because election will come and it don't look pretty. It's just a script. Because you know this coach, when we start with Mr. Raymond last time, I said, I need to hear from you, brother, because me don't want to go to I said, boy, listen, make FIFA come in and just run the thing like Trinidad, because you know, Jamaican can't do nothing for herself. May I try to see if there's an alternative? Because if this is a script, how could the head of the technical committee appoint himself if that is the case? And he needs to clarify. Because then, all along what you're telling us, because coaches are paid, a coach and assistant coach is a paid position in the organization. And one of the things you kept saying, go ahead, madam.
Can I suggest something? Hold on. Suppose no coach take the job as assistant. Him not go help out.
Help out?
No, may I say, but suppose nobody.
No, but we have other assistant coaches who are employed to the JFF. Marion Gordon. You could have sent Marion Gordon because he's employed to the JFF.
All right, hold on.
Okay, that's what you said.
Right, I'm saying the JFF has it employed. God forbid you could send Fuzzy. He's employed.
No, but you see, that's a hypocrisy, not Qatar. You beat him and then you want to send him the same way. That doesn't make no sense.
All right.
Coach.
Yeah,
night. I want to ask a question, coach. Is the issue that the girls didn't get any salary at all from the JFF pertaining to the whole World Cup debacle?
Them get some money, but them have some outstanding money with them not get.
Have outstanding money. All right, so based off my understanding, what is the actual issue with the money, right? I was told that the girls did get their payments. The issue is
when?
Hold on, the issue that I heard.
Hold on, Siobhan, you can't just run past
on.
that question there. When they get the money?
I have no recollection. I don't have the specific time frame as to when they got the money.
But
coach.
Brother.
Well, I know when I can't remember this, I just asked a general question. Is it that the girl? So based on what you said, you said the girls did not get all of their money. What I heard is something totally different.
Heard from where, Siobhan? This I don't know. Heard from where? What's your source? I have to give my source, which was the observer. What's your source, Sir Siobhan?
My source is somebody within the JFF. All right, so the person indicated.
So why the person who just come here and say it then?
Jesus, please, man.
Act like a big man, no, my brother.
Go on, Siobhan.
So the person indicated that the females did get the girls did get their money. But the issue is the bonus in which they received, the contractual obligation that they had, the JFF had with the girls, was that whatever bonuses they would have received, the girls would have received 20% of that. However, the girls are not happy with that. They want the full 100%. And when they reached out to the girls to say that, hey, that's not possible because we need the additional amount for development. And one of the girls told the JFF in our meeting that the development now go on, so might as well give you the 100%. That's what I heard.
Mm.
As I said, I don't know if that is 100% true, but if someone has a contractual obligation, coach, say me contracted to you, right? For you pay me.
So the thing never remedy then, according to him, Mr. Speed, sir.
Well, that's what I'm saying now.
But
So,
coach, listen to this now. Listen to this argument now.
Let me ask Siobhan something. And let me ask Coach.
Cataract, hold on a second. Cataract. Yeah, let me say something real quick.
Hold on.
Let me say something real quick. Hold on, man, Cataract. You talk a while ago, man. Just hold on, man. All right, let's say the girls have never get to the World Cup, right? The $1.2 million what Cataract said them get, right? They have that money there for development, you know. So give the girl them the bonus because you get extra money. And just call it that. Because without the girl them getting the World Cup, you wouldn't see that 1.2 million.
Yeah, I get that, you know, Mikey. But
so
if based off what I am told, if that is
the girls Mikey, earn it. The girls earn it.
No, Mikey, I am not saying the girls don't earn it. But what I'm saying, if the situation is that the girls agree to a particular percentage, and then you're going to hold up the JFF because of a contractual obligation, you want to renege what you signed on for.
So, coach.
So the girls signed.
So, coach. You are allowing Siobhan. So I'm going to ask you. You are stating. So, first of all, you are now acting, and I'm being straight. Because you know that you rate and they're on and I always get. So you're acting now as a mouthpiece in this. Have you seen the contract signed by the girls? Have you? I'm asking a question. Have you seen the contract?
I cannot see a contract, Cataract. I have
no, sir. You said somebody told you within the JFF. Did they present? I'm asking a question, man. Did they present the contract to you or a copy of one of the contract to say, see, Cataract, that's what is in there?
Have you ever seen one of your co-workers' contract before? Contracts are not something. Contracts are not something that you just.
Right. So then,
hold on, Cataract.
Okay, go ahead.
Cataract, I am not on anybody's side, you know.
You're on the JFF side, brother.
No, Cataract, you need to listen and stop being like a child, brother.
No, dog.
No, information can't give with Cataract.
Cataract, stop, no, brother.
Just listen, man.
Stop being like a little pit, you know, man. That's why some people can't agree with you, no, brother. Just stop and listen, no. I am not defending the JFF, and I am not defending the girl.
You see it?
Yeah,
because if you said that to somebody else, you'd have come by my case and say Cataract. Bridget, a man is here quoting about clauses from a contract that he has never laid eyes on. That's not right, coach.
As I am saying.
Which quote you are quote from contract, Siobhan?
Clause.
Did that be say quote?
The 20% of the bonus is what is signed up, that the girls must receive 20% of the bonus.
So coach,
he said that the person told him that.
Told me that exactly.
He might not read nothing from the contract.
No, what I'm saying is that
you realize
you are coming and bringing third-party information. You know, there's a reason why in a court of law you can't bring hearsay.
All right, this is not the court of the coach's desk. This is a football program and a football information we get.
So a beer hearsay. All right.
So may I end the show then?
No, coach. So all right. So you remember the first thing when I asked this coach is what was the contact issue, because what I am hearing is two different sides. As I said, I am not on the JFF side. I am not on the girl side. I just want to know what is the actual truth so we can have this issue sorted. Because this is going to affect our football going forward. As we saw what happened today with the young girls, the display was not something good. It's an international something that's affecting our football, both male and female persons. So I just want this to be resolved. I don't care about which side, right or wrong. I just want to know what is so. Based on what I am hearing one side from you, coach, and I am hearing one side from the JFF. So what I wanted to know is a clarification. The person with the JFF told me that the girls got all of their money. I have no proof of that. But all I am saying is, coach, if you are contractually obligated to be paid by someone and they don't pay you based off that contract, can't you sue that person?
So, coach.
I would think so.
Coach, Siobhan, I'm gonna call you out, brother. I'm not call you no pick me and a little youth. That's that guy a youth to me. The girls want 100% of what is owed to them, not 100% of the money. Do you understand the difference? Fully done. If I am owed 20% of 1.8 million and I say I want 100% of the 20% that you owe me, that is not the same as saying I want the whole $1.8 million. So don't come here and fight nobody battle on the style, Bradman, because people know,
As I was saying,
people can decipher, If I say if I say, listen, the boss said $1 million come for payroll, and my pay is 10% of that, 100,000. And you said to me, you want whole 50. I'm gonna say, no, I want 100% of what I owe, which is 100,000. How is that equate to me asking for 1 million?
So
have you verified what you were sent here to come and say?
Hold on, Siobhan, because I don't know why Cataracta get irate and we still not get all our information from what Siobhan said. We have to learn to ask the pertinent questions so
all
we
right,
can give
coach,
the
can I say something
pertinent
here?
answers. Hold on, Mikey.
So, yeah.
Siobhan, you say the girls were paid all the money according to your source. Was that what you said?
Yes. My source told me that whatever money was obligated to the girls, the only thing that they didn't receive is because they didn't accept it was the 20% because they said that they wanted the full 100%.
And that 20% is the sum of what?
They never told me the exact figure, but they just told me that the amount.
No, I don't want the exact figure. That 20% is the sum of what?
All right, so when
which
they qualified,
which portion of the money that?
When they qualified, they would have received a bonus. And based off whatever contract.
So the bonus would that be the 20? Would that be the 20%? Would them not get
20% of some whatever bonus? And
no, but I bonus them forget as we Cataract say.
No, I get that in a course, but what I am saying is that's what I'm saying. I want a full clarification. I say I'm not defending anyone.
But you got this source here to get full clarification, brother.
No, but as I say, coach, I am hearing two different sides because my source is saying that the girls got everything that they were supposed to get. The only thing they never got was because they declined. It was the 20. So I'm saying that.
But Mr. Speed came on the show and said that too.
Said what?
He said them pay all of the money, but a portion of money is left because the money they not decide how it go pay out it. Him said that on the show.
Okay. Yeah, but so coach, this is what I think the mix up is. You remember what Cataract say is true that about the 600,000 that JFF owe FIFA. So what maybe what JFF did was give the girls 20% of 1.2 million.
1.2 million. And the girl is saying it must be 20% of 1.8.
0.8. So therefore, them owe the girls them. So if it's the 20% of 1.2, that add up to about what? That add up to about 220, and the girl is supposed to get 360. So them shot them about 160. If that is true, you understand me?
So the
but
money,
we don't know.
So the money was short, or the balance of that money could be that money that them want decide to pay the other people that were part of the qualification.
Right. There are 18 girls that are part of the qualification.
Shaja.
But I don't know about that. You know, we don't know. We on the outside. We're not in a contract. But
That's what we are saying,
Yeah,
no, coach.
yeah.
We not
why?
sure, no. We not sure exactly. So when I say if it's a situation where the girls, based off their contract with the JFF, or contractually owe them, sue the JFF. That's all you have to do, you know. Just sue them.
Coach, is it not clear that on the FIFA it says that you are not allowed to seek redress in the courts? Isn't that clear? Isn't that something that is stated by FIFA?
Yeah, yeah.
So, big man, try learn a little bit. Because this is not FIFA specifically says you cannot go to the court, the government cannot interfere, even though most of this time now we are calling the government after interfere. Do you know when all of this came to light? Is when the Honorable Olivia Grange, no friend of mine, put out a tweet to say that it has come to her attention that there are serious issues with the Reggae Girlz, and she is investigating and attempting to get some resolution. Otherwise, nobody would know. It's a social media post from the Honorable Olivia Babsy Grange. But coach, you do journalism. When you get a source, sir, you are supposed to verify what your source is telling you. Otherwise, you are simply a mouthpiece.
Yeah, that's why
Whether
I
you
asked
get a
Siobhan
source,
if him
you get verification of what the source is saying is correct. Coach,
Siobhan
and
is not a cataract.
I
Siobhan
want
is not a
butterfire.
journalist.
Hold on, either. Coach, I got butterfire by you. Whenever I come on here, you ask me to, where am I getting this quotation from?
I never asked you that.
Coach.
Me now come ask you your source in the public.
No, not source. No, but I tell you that it was the observer or the gleaner.
Yeah, but that's different.
I have never come here with no hidden secret source.
Yeah, but
But
that
it's
is
when
different.
I'm asked where are you getting this information from, and I say it's from a quotation from Dennis Chung that is quoted in the article. I was told you can't believe everything you read in a media. But all of a sudden, Siobhan, okay, that is true. But then all of a sudden, Siobhan has been allowed to
Siobhan
articulate.
is not a journalist. Siobhan tell we say hearsay. That the man come and says he was told.
He's not a journalist.
And he's
that
not
is
a
true.
journalist.
So you can't.
Okay.
So that's why we are interrogating him and asking him the questions.
He's part of a social media team.
None of us are journalists.
Oh, yes, we are. You might not be professional journalists, but when you are on social media, you are a journalist.
Qatar, that's why the man says something now we are interrogating. Me think say you would jump.
Me have a pause.
Me think you jump the gun too early, you know, by not allowing us to ask Siobhan the questions, you know. And that we need to do from the onset before you start blaze like them through a gas pan you. And we need a man same ear say this is what and you ask him in source and in tell a JFF. And what me say? I said to him then if he go to his source, why I never get all of the information. So me not understand what the argument you go get there. Me never come in a public and ask your source. You ask Siobhan him source and he tell you. And he didn't have to.
But the JFF forget the girl and the money, Bridget, and just get this thing over with. Because them collect enough off of the World Cup. Come on, man. This is a waste of time. Give the girl and the money that them owe them, clean up all debt when it and the GFF must make a rule to pay the workers first before they pay themselves.
That will never happen.
But just by the way, coach, JFF can't be a source, coach. Because the JFF is just
individual the GFF can be a source.
Yes, source.
Individual can be a source.
An individual in the JFF can be a
somebody in
source.
a JFF tell him that the man say cataract.
That's what he said.
Source. It look like it knows me know about
No.
cataract.
Let me go again. The JFF has in its makeup It has people who are employed to the JFF. It has people who are affiliated with the JFF, like people who sit on committees.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So it's still oblivious, but thank you for
But
the
Cataract, if him say him sources from there, the onus is on us to accept whatever he said as
okay.
gospel. Yes or no, you know.
Okay.
We just think
Matthew.
say at the child at the picnic comment.
No,
Probably
coach. My reaction to the picnic comment will be very different.
no,
Believe
but
you
look
me.
like a bunny
Believe
right
you
now.
me. No, believe you me.
See Chevron all gone and we not get no more information from him.
Because when man, no man him gone and clock up on his so. But I mean, listen, me in politics long time, you know. We know when a man send out to go for come run a counter
No, Cataract. Don't say
thing.
that.
We know
Don't say
that.
that.
So you
Bad
believe
bro.
somebody send Chevron to come ensure say what we are say little more clarity is
Clarity.
put out to it so that the girls
Clear as
are
mud.
put in bad light.
Clear as mud now. So the girls them now are put in bad light. And I told you about this greedy thing. Because Mr. Speed said the argument was that 41 players supposed to get the bonus. And a greedy few don't want to share the money. And the JFF has come to a solution and unilaterally decided how the money going to share up and paid it out. So how that going to be 100%?
But
Carla,
no,
how is that 100%?
if no, Ketra, can I say something
Yeah,
here
man,
now?
yeah, man.
If I start a job, right, and for whatever reason I get dropped from the job, but there's bonus due to everybody who helped the building. Let's say that building the building done, and a bonus going to give out. You think that everybody who work on the job should get the bonus, or just the ones that finish the job get the bonus? There's a question to you.
So I've heard that question asked, and I'm saying this. I understand that there are two bonuses. There was a bonus for qualifying. Hold on, man, let me answer you. You asked me a question. You asked me a question.
Your question. If 41 must get it, or 23 must get it. Just yes, which set must get it? The 41 or the 23?
So
Which one is
Coach said we mustn't take no press button, so I'm going to answer you. 41 players are, in my opinion, well, let me answer this way. Whatever the contract says. So let me just
the contract don't specify about
then the person who put together the contract is fully done. And anything that come out of this, they must be surcharged.
Okay. All right. I just asking.
Because I was trying to answer you and say that the World Cup qualification bonus, in my mind, should be split between the 41 players. The qualifications for progressing through the rounds and qualifying should not be split between 41. It should split between the 23 members of the squad. And not a 24th person who was added on. Because somehow we are forgetting that Mr. Speed mentioned that was a point of contention, that the squad is 23. FIFA provide a bonus calculated on a 23-woman squad, and the JFF was trying to pay a 24th person out of the earnings.
But them should have paid that money outside of the people in bonus. So
thank you.
The people in bonus to pay that 24th.
Right. So that 24th person should get a match, like whatever them get paid per match.
No, but because the team advanced, the contract is. Yeah, but because the team advanced, JSF should have fine money paid at 24th person because of them care that 24th person. So in anything, whatever bonus that 24th person should get, it should not come out of the people and money we actually play. You see me I say?
Are in the squad.
Yes. The JFF should have be responsible for that 24th person.
Exactly.
But hear me I say now. Oh Jesus, Chevron gone. I mean just gonna ask him some questions, you know.
Yeah.
Chevron.
Who added that person there? I wanted to know who added the 24th person. Because JFF the pick team, you know.
I think all teams took 24. All team took 24. It was one as an emergency backup.
But all team took 24. JFF don't pick teams. So if all teams took 24 and FIFA give you the opportunity to take 24, you see the bonus the FIFA pay and I say, oh, it's for 23 players. Then there's a FIFA go wrong to man.
So FIFA wrong now.
Yes.
So let me say this.
No, it's
Let
not
me
saying.
ask. Hold on. Let me ask. No, CC, go and ask you. I'm seeking clarification. You said the JFF don't pick teams. I'm going to tell you this: the JFF approves the squad because they then have to say we are going to provide the tickets and the accommodation, etc., etc. So no, the JFF doesn't select the squad. The JFF, the JFF through its administration approves the squad by virtue of making the necessary arrangements. Because I'm going to go back to the last Gold Cup window. The coach picked a squad that had Ronaldo CFS in it. Ronaldo CFS never took the field, not by a decision of the coach, but by an administrative decision.
So he forget per diem.
Who forget per diem? We're not talking per diem. What we're talking about per diem? How per diem drop it?
So Mr. Baker in the chat said all teams did not take 24. So therefore, if it was the coach's decision to take 24, so therefore, and the JFF approve it.
If JFF
well, I don't know. No, but JFF approve it. That's why the 24 went there.
The girl. Simple as that.
Exactly.
Because the person
therefore,
cannot
if
be
the
there
coaches,
unless them approve it. We must have them pay the per diem. Not true, Mikey?
Yeah.
At them pay the per
so
diem.
What
so why they don't
because when the men were playing World Cup last year, them carry extra 2 players. I think are 1 player. That's why I think they carry 1 extra player as a backup in case somebody gets seriously injured. But FIFA should, if it was a FIFA rule to take 24, they should have put money for 24. Or the girl or the person backup get half the salary what the other girls them get that, But it has something to do. JFF approved to send the young lady, so she should get some money. Unless it was giving her a free vacation.
But it can't be free vacation. And them a PR.
But we don't know about this vacation. Let me ask you a question. One thing, we say, Mikey, more ask this question.
Yeah.
When the World Cup did that come up, they had something say Women's World Cup 2023. You're a guide to all 736 players. I don't know if I can do maths, but I'm an accountant by day.
Yeah.
So 32 teams, 23. How much teams in the World Cup?
32.
You never just said 32 teams and they ask how much team in the World Cup.
So no, I don't want to say the wrong things, So I say 32 teams in the World Cup and 23 players per team. And they said a guide to the 736 players. From 32 times 23 is 736.
Yes. So who's not 24? So long it take to get to that. So let us debunk the myth that FIFA said teams must carry 24. It's a 23-man squad.
So my thing about this is
what?
So just like Jamaica in 1998, Paula, in 1998, Jamaica took about 3 additional young players to France.
That's what I was going to say.
And that was at the cost of the federation. Nothing to do with the match fees or anything that the team would have gotten. The federation felt as a developmental move. As a developmental move to get people understanding the atmosphere and train with the team for 2022, which failed spectacularly. They were big. I think Steve Green might have been one. Foley, Clifton War, I think. But the names are not important. But there were 3 additional players. On the 17, Ricardo Gardner's son went to the qualifiers in Central America, even though he was not part. There were about 3 other players who were not part of the thing who went there at the expense of the JFF. right? But there are other questions to ask, coach. If you owe this money, what are directors doing flying going to Canada? Shouldn't you be frugal so that the 1 coca can fill up the basket that you need to go hand over?
My thing is,
No, but not TCF, ask a question, please, not your thing. Ask a question and then you can forward. Yes,
Yeah,
coach.
man. Of course, that then what who we are dealing with cataract?
No, but so what I'm saying is,
the mal administration we are dealing with. So you're gonna expect them do it, expect for them to do mad things. You
because if
understand?
you say I can't afford to pay you, but then I'm still living large up or high off the hog, what does that say? My chip no must lick. The head of the thing, Elaine Walker Brown. If she love women's football and somebody come and say, listen, you come on this delegation to Canada and you know money outstanding to your girls, why you don't say, listen, I love women's football to my heart. So you see my money, the per diem, the ticket, the hotel, take that and add that to the pot. Is a little bit. But I can't in good conscience fly and enjoy the benefits of per diem, because per diem is really pocketing money in your pocket because the food is provided, the hotel is paid for by CONCACAF, the food is provided, the ground transportation is provided, right? I can't take this in good conscience, knowing that my Reggae Girlz, there's outstanding payments to them. That's what leadership is. And I saw somewhere where Elaine Walker Brown is offering herself for vice president, and them start a thing that me can't deal with. Or I would love to hear from VP candidate Elaine Walker Brown her views on this. Why did you go to Canada at additional expense? Because you are not part of the technical staff, right? You are part of the delegation. Knowing that.
But cataract, as when we ask the man who are going, why they always are can he totally voted against that. So you ask why, and him himself can't answer the question. In a better sense, we continue to ask why them go, why them not.
No. I'm saying I'm putting the question to Elaine Walker Brown.
Yeah, but she watch the show. You know, so she watch the show. You send her the link.
Then the whole of JFF watch the show. You didn't know that?
No, I don't know. After me can't see through the screen and see.
Me think Mr. Anderson and the man where run around with Kaga match them see him always try put out the barrier them think that when we are going early go put up a banner them, right? Me never know say about time for watch show, but everybody is a triple treat. That's why when they just put athletics up, that's why nobody out.
No, but you can't burn. Anyways, we are close off the show now. We're going past the 2 hours, and tonight we now got 3 hours. You see me I say? Because I'm tired to talk about them people there. Because them people there are confused people.
Coach,
this a figure
when they go off, I just want to ask a coach and see, was there a hearing before the girls were suspended? Because suspension.
We said that from early on, Why is the suspension the first course of action? Nothing no go on for that. I just saw you bad. I saw you not leadership quality, mismanagement. You just end up and say, boom, me I go suspend you. With
them
but is that legal? Is that legal? Because we have labor laws in Jamaica.
But who are got something to them? At that type problem. Who I got? No, hey, Devon, me never stretch it, man. After JFF can't stretch me, just no want to talk about them. Them can't stress me.
Coach, you know more I know though.
No, remember say we are done the show no CC, nobody start up a different argument.
No, we're not starting a different argument, man. I'm just saying on the argument, on the comment that was on the screen. 1,870,000 US still, but in terms of if everything else, my thing about it is parties not being truthful, because you can't tell me say 20% of 1.87, which is 374,000, which when you calculate that each girl will go to the World Cup with 23 girl would I get 14,600 and probably $50. And the ones that when I get to go to the World Cup would I get $2,080 US per girl. Because him said 90% went to the 23 and then the next 10% went to 18. which it gonna come out like that. So
you so long CC start talk people, and he just tell me say, nah, start up nothing, you know. And that no sound like a something where we can just breeze past, you know. Anyway, CC.
So what the GFF is trying to say that that 23 girls want the extra 2,000.
The extra 2,000. That is what Mr. Speed is saying. That the girls them want the extra 2,000.
So hold on. All of this is over 46 grand.
So the argument is over
Program mash up over 46 grand.
Basically.
And when you qualify for the Gold Cup, you get bigger than that.
Big up on yourself, people. Big up
Chat,
to Qatar, big up to Mikey, big up to CC, big up to Chevron, big up to the whole coaches this family. Big up on yourself. We're gonna sign off now. Stay safe, people. Until next time. Peace out.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.